Welcome. Tonight we're going to have the championship fight of this heavyweight tournament. It'll be Sonny Liston going up against Jack Johnson. We go over how they got here. Sonny Liston got a first round bye. He then fought Joe Frazier. He beat Frazier. Then he beat Vladimir Klitschko. And then Teofilo Stevenson. And then upset Rocky Marciano with TKO. And that got him here. Johnson had a little harder road. He upset Joe Louis in the first round. Then he beat Henry Cooper. I guess he didn't have a harder road. I mean, Liston had some tough fights, but Johnson had to go one more round. He had to face Joe Louis in the first round. He beat Henry Cooper, Max Schmeling, beat George Foreman, and then in the last fight he beat Oscar Bonavena in a beatdown. Bonavena had really fought well up to that point, and Johnson just kind of picked him apart. But tonight it's going to be an all-out brawl. Johnson's going to have his hands full against Sonny Liston, who creates all kinds of problems for him. So I, of course, started this, and I did not have my score sheet filled out. So we'll do this as we go. So Liston, against a tactical fighter, which Johnson is, he is a 9, and Johnson is a 9 against a power puncher, which Liston is. So we go to the chart, the matchup chart, and they're both going to be 10s. So each fighter will be a 10 CTN. Defensively, Liston is a 1, much like Bonavena was. And of course, Johnson is a 3. So we're going to roll here to see which modes they open up the fight in. Ooh, 20. Liston's coming out all guns a-blazing here in the first round. He'll be in the pressure mode, while Johnson is going to be on the inside. And that's how the fight will begin here. So pressure, he gets -2 CTN, so he will be an 8. Liston will. And Johnson's a -1, so he'll be a 9. Endurance, Liston 22, and Johnson's a 27. Power, Liston's an 8, where Johnson's a 4. Chin, Liston has a really good chin, a 10 to 7 for Johnson. And will, though, Liston's only a 6, and Johnson a 7. So we're ready to go here. Round number 1. This is for the title. And of course, I don't have to tell you, we're using Legend of Boxing. Might as well. That's how I started the tournament out was with Legend of Boxing, and I wanted to end it that way. I know the welterweights are coming out here in a few days. So while I don't plan another tournament online, I might do something offline, but I will fights here and there. I've got a couple different little things I wanted to throw in there, but I do want to get back to other games. I kind of neglected my baseball tournament, which I want to get back to. It's halfway through the summer, and I've hardly played any baseball. So, but for now, I just really caught up in the boxing, and I love all the attention boxing's gotten of late. Different game companies, kind of relishing it right now. So, without further ado, let's get going here. Round one. And this is going to be Liston 12. It's going to be a 2-point hook by Liston. This is going to be a split action. 71. This will be a brawl. It'll be an even exchange, 1 point each. Liston, 72. Liston with a big combination. Chin check on Johnson. He's a 7, so it's going to be 1 to 10. 82. It's going to be a 2-point punch. So Johnson's absorbed, kind of deflected most of that blow. This is going to be Johnson, 69. It's going to be a 1-point short hook. Johnson again, 59. 1-point combination. This is going to be Liston, 11. It's going to be a 1-point hook. Johnson defended that. That is going to be even. Because both have the same difference. 51 under brawl. It's going to be a missed exchange from both fighters. This is going to be another split action, 42. 42 is going to be a juke and move. Final segment of round one. And it's going to be Johnson, 78. 2-point double hook. Strong finish from Jack Johnson. 6-5 in favor of Liston. And Johnson's going to get a TKO point. Roll for the judges. So for Liston, it'll be 4 plus, or just 4, I'm sorry. So he'll go down to an 18 endurance. Johnson will be 3 plus the 1 TKO point, 4 off of his. He'll go to 23. We're going to roll for both fighters to see if they change up their modes here. 15 for Liston. He's going to go to the inside. and 18. Johnson will stay on the inside. So they'll both be 9s this round for CTNs. We'll go to round 2. Split action result here, 58 under brawl. It's going to be an even exchange, 1 point each. Another split action, 91. This is going to be an even flurry, 2 points each. It's going to be Liston, 63. 63. It's going to be a side slip by Johnson. Split action, 87. Another even flurry, 2 points each. Both fighters just throwing punches. This is going to be Johnson, 45. It's going to be a 1 point body head combo. Liston, 71. Liston with a big jab. You heard him with that jab. Seems funny to say, but it's a chin check. 1 to 10. 37. It's going to be a 3-point punch. And Liston will get control of this next segment. 86. 86 is a 1 point uppercut to the body. Johnson, 43. 43. 2 point body head combo. Johnson, 31. It's going to be a 1 point uppercut, and that'll end the round. A big finish from Jack Johnson, but a pretty action-filled round here. 3, 5, 6, 8, 9 for Johnson. 2, 4, 5, 8, 9 for Liston. A 9-9 round. Both of you get TKO points. A roll for the judges. All right. So for Liston, it's going to be 3 plus the TKO 4. He'll go down to a 14. Endurance, Jack Johnson, same thing. 3 plus the 1, 4. He'll go down to a 19. Gonna roll for, again, for both fighters. 4. Liston's gonna go to the outside. And Johnson is actually gonna go elusive. Or I'm sorry. Outside for Liston and outside for Johnson. Both are going to be outside. Okay, round 3. Round 3. Johnson opens up with a 2. It's going to be a 2-point uppercut. Possible cut. Liston is a 7. He rolls a 17. He's going to be okay. You need less than a 7. No cut. Uh-oh. There we go. And it's going to be Liston. 71. It's a 1-point straight punch. Johnson, 51. It's going to be a 2-point cross. Liston, 11. It's going to be a 2-point jab. Liston, 47. It's going to be ducked. Johnson gets underneath that one. That is Liston, 62. Liston, a 1-point hook. Liston, 73. It's a 1-point jab. Johnson, 98. 2-point hook. Final segment of round 3. And it'll be a split action, 51 chess. It's going to be a juke and move. And the bell will ring, and that'll end the round. 6 for Johnson. 5 for Liston. So Liston will get a TKO point. Let's roll for the judges. So 2, 3 off of Liston, he'll go to an 11. 2 off of Johnson, he'll go to a 17. It's going to roll to see if Liston changes up here. 18, he goes back to pressure mode. All right. Round 4. It's going to be Liston. $30. It's going to be a double hook. Catches Johnson. Chin check. 46. It's going to be a 3-point punch from Liston. He'll get control of this next segment. 77. 2-point combination. Liston, 35. It's going to be a 1-point jab, possible cut. Johnson's a 10, so less than 3 or less than 2. No cut. Liston, 58. Blocked and countered. Johnson, 95. 2-point aggressive combo. Liston again, 36. Ducked. Split action, 42. Under normals, a juke and move. It's both fighters jockeying for position. Liston, 14. It's going to be a 2-point hook. It's going to be Liston, 5. A 1-point jab. Possible cut. Needs a 1. He won't get it. It's a 3. No cut. Liston, 2. Another jab. Possible cut. 16. No cut. And that's the end of the round. Big round from Sonny Liston. 3, 5, 6, 8, 10 to 2. 2 TKO points for Johnson. So that's going to be 2, 4 off of him. So he's going to go down with 13. Liston, 4. He goes to a 7. Both fighters will roll. Let's see if they change modes here. 16. Liston stays in pressure mode. And Johnson stays on the outside. Round 5. Liston proven to be a tough customer for Johnson here. Johnson's hoping that Liston will punch himself out here in the next round or 2 and then take him to later rounds. It's going to be Johnson, 33. It's a 1-point uppercut, possible cut. Liston, a 7. Cut, so he'll anything less than a 7. It's a 15, no cut. This will be Liston, 29. 1-point cross. Liston again, 48. Another 1-point hook. Johnson, 19. It's a 1-point cross from Jack Johnson. Split action, 45. Both fighters jockeying for position here. Nothing much happening. Liston, 6. It's going to be ducked and countered. Johnson with the counter, 41. It's going to be a 2-point cross. Johnson, 94. 2-point combination to the head. Johnson, 62. It's going to be a 2-point cross. Johnson coming on strong here in the late parts of this round. Last segment. That's going to be Liston, though, 90. Liston with a big uppercut. Chin check on Johnson. 1-10, and he's down. 49. 49 will be a 3-point punch. So a 3-point uppercut. Johnson felt that. But I think Johnson still outpointed him. 2, 4, 6, 8 to 5. Another TKO point for Liston. So let's check the judges first. And endurance-wise, Liston's going to go 4 plus the TKO 5. He goes down to a 2. Johnson will be a 2 off of his, so he goes 2, 8, and 11. Now we're going to roll. We're going to roll to see if what Liston will change up here. 16. He's going to stay on the pressure mode. Johnson's all or nothing, or Liston's all or nothing here. Round number 6. Johnson, 92. 2-point combination to the head. Liston, 57. It's going to score a hook, 1-point hook. Liston, 17. 1-point uppercut. Liston, again, 55. It's going to be a 1-point jab. So although Liston's scoring here, Johnson is kind of sidestepping and not getting the full blow of those punches there. This was going to be Johnson, 30. It's going to be a 2-point cross. Liston, 65. 2-point straight punch. Possible cut. Less than 7, 17, no cut. Split action, 47. 47 under normal is going to be a juke and move. Johnson, 1. It's going to be a 2-point uppercut. Possible cut. Liston. Liston's 6. It's going to be cut. $15. Be minor swelling on his left eye. Final segment of round 6. Johnson, 83. 83 will be missed and countered. Countered by Sonny Liston. 16. A 1-point jab. That'll end the round. 6 for Johnson. 6 for Liston. Both get TKO points. 6-6. Let's check the judges. All right. So Liston is going to hit level 1 fatigue. 4 plus the 1 TKO is 5 off of his, so he goes to -3. And Johnson goes 2 plus the 1 TKO 3. He goes to an 8. So first, let's roll to see. We're going to roll for both fighters to see what their modes will do here. Changes. 15 for Liston. He goes to the inside this time. And Jack Johnson's going to go elusive. So inside and elusive for Jack Johnson. And now we're going to check the level 1 fatigue. So Liston's going to go to an 11 CTN now. And defense will stay the same, and his power will drop to a 5. All right. Round number 7. Johnson, 72. A 1-point cross. Okay, we're gonna get split action result 97 under normal. It's gonna be even flurry, 2 points each. This will be Liston. 99. A 1 point uppercut. Johnson 72. So 1 point cross. Split action 32. It's going to be a clinch. Johnson 31. 31 will be missed, short. Johnson 63. 63. It's going to be a 1 point jab, possible cut. Be less than 7 here. It's a 3. He's cut. $19. He's got some swelling under his right eye now. Split action 77. It's going to be an even exchange, 1 point each. Final segment of round 7. And it's going to be another split action 75. Another even exchange, as both fighters have to be pushed away by the referee. Looks like some bad blood out there. 2, 3, 4, 7 for Johnson. 5 for Liston. So a TKO point for Liston. Both fighters now have 5 TKO points. Let's roll for the judges. So Liston 3 plus his TKO point 4. He'll go to a -7. He's going to hit level 2 fatigue. Whereas Johnson's a 2. Off of his, he'll go to a 6. Now we're going to roll for both fighters to see if they change up their modes here. Liston's going back to pressure mode. And Johnson is going to the outside. So Liston, let's check his level 2 fatigue here. That's going to be a -1 off his chin and his will. So his chin's going to go down to a 9, and his will is going to go down to a 5. So pressure mode, he's going to go down to a 9 for this round for CTN. All right. Round 8. Johnson's got Liston where he wants him. A tired fighter. Let's see if Johnson can take advantage of it. Johnson, 68. It's going to be a 1-point hook. Liston, 11. It's going to be a 1-point hook. Liston, 35. It's going to be a 1-point jab, possible cut. You have to be a 1 here if he wants to cut Johnson. It's a 12, no cut. Johnson, 67. Ducked by Liston. Liston, 69. 1-point uppercut. Liston, 4. It's going to be a 1-point jab. Possible cut. 4, no cut. It's going to be Liston, 99. Liston, oh, just misses a chin check there. It's going to be a 2-point hook. Johnson, 36. So 1-point cross. Final segment of round 8. And we're going to have Liston, 13. It's a 1-point hook, and that'll end the round. So 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7 for Liston, 2 for Johnson. Johnson will get the TKO point. So roll for the judges. So Liston will be a 4 off of his. He'll go to -11, so he's going to hit level 3 fatigue. And Johnson, 2 plus the TKO, 3. He'll go to a 3. Then we're going to roll to see if each fighter changes up here. Liston's going to go to the outside. And Johnson's going to switch to the inside. So a little change of styles here by both fighters. Now we're going to check what the level 3 fatigue for Liston will do. It's going to add 1 to his CTN, so now he's going to be a 12. And he's going to lose another 1 on his power, so his power goes down to a 4. So, all right, ready for round number 9. It's going to be Johnson, 94. 2-point hook to the body. Liston, 84. It's a 1-point hook. Liston, 51. It's going to be a 2-point cross. It's going to be Liston again, 35. It's going to be a 1-point jab, possible cut. 9, no cut. It's going to be Liston. Oh, no, it's going to be even. Even difference, so it's going to be a split action, 36. Under normal, it's going to be a clinch. It's going to be Liston, 52. It's going to be a 2-point cross. Johnson, 57. 1-point combination. Johnson, 96. It's going to be a 2-point uppercut. Final 7 of round 9. Johnson trying to finish strong here. And we'll get a split action too. This is going to be an accidental headbutt. Both fighters are okay though. That'll end the round. 2, 4, 5 for Johnson. 6 for Liston. Johnson's going to get a TKO point. So 3, 4 off of his. He's going to go to -1. So he hits level 1 fatigue. Liston 2 off of his. He goes to a -13. So let's check Johnson. His level 1. He'll go to a 11 CTN. His defense will go down to a 2. And his power will go to a 3. Alright, so let's roll to see if Johnson will switch things up here. A 9. A 9 will put him on the outside, so both fighters fighting from the outside. Alright. Round 10. In this championship fight. It's going to be Johnson, 23. 1-point combination. Split action, 46. Chess. Both fighters jockey for position. Another split action, 97. This is going to be even exchange, 1 point each. This will be Johnson, 24. It's going to be a 1 point combination. Sorry for the squeaky table here. This will be split action, 91. 91 will be another even exchange, 1 point each. Another split action, 65. 65 will be Juke and Move. Johnson, 63. It's going to be a 1 point jab, possible cut. Need less than a 7. It's a 19, no cut. And this will be Johnson, 98. 2 point hook. Final segment of round 10. This is going to be another split action. 1. This is going to be a clash of the heads. Both fighters have to check for cuts here. Let's check Johnson first. He's the only way he gets a cut if he rolls a 1. 17, no cut. Liston, anything less than a 7 is cut. 16, no cut. So both fighters are okay, and that'll end the round. Nothing much going on this round. But Johnson does take it, point-wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 2. No TKO points this round. So it's just going to be 2 off of each of their endurance. But that's going to put Liston at -15 and Johnson -3. Let's roll for judges first. I didn't roll for the judges for round 9. Oops. All right. So let's check Liston's level 4 fatigue is going to lose another 1 up his chin and his will. So his chin goes to an 8 and his will goes to a 4. And then we'll roll to see if he stays on the outside here. 4, he does. Round 11. It's a close fight. I'm thinking maybe Liston or Johnson might have it by an edge. But anything can happen over these last 2 rounds to change it. So round 11 starts here. It's going to be an even difference. So 33 under chess. Both fighters jockey for position. Another split action, 11. It's going to be a foul check on Johnson. Foul check. He is a clean fighter. 6. Incidental contact, no foul. This will be Johnson, 63. It's going to be a 1-point jab, possible cut. Need less than a 7. It's an 11, no cut. Johnson, 5. It's going to be a 2-point uppercut. Another cut chance here. It's a 15, no cut. A Liston, 87. It's a 1-point hook. Johnson, 34. It's going to be a 1-point uppercut. Another cut opportunity here. Oh, shit. Hold on. Liston lost his mouthpiece. Referee had to retrieve it. It's going to be a split action. 18. Foul check on Jack Johnson again. 12. Marginal foul. Johnson, 43. It's going to be a 1-point straight punch. Final 7 around 11. Johnson, 62. It's going to be a 2-point cross. Lands, and that'll end the round. Good round for Johnson. 7-1. And that actually will put Liston in TKO watch for round 12. So keep an eye on that one. 7-1. So again, I think Liston might have. I'm not sure if he needs a knockout. We're gonna just roll for his mode here in a second. Here, first we'll do the endurance. 2, 3. He'll go to -18. Johnson will go to a -5. He will hit level 2 fatigue, so that means he's going to lose 1 off his chin and his will, so he goes to 6s. Now we're going to roll for Liston. 6, he stays on the outside, so Liston seems content. Thinks he's did enough. See what happens here. We go to the final round, round 12. So Johnson, 5. 2-point uppercut. Possible cut. Less than a 7. It's a 6. He's cut. 2. That's going to be some more swelling in his left eye. This is going to be Liston, 11. It's going to be a 2-point jab. Split action, 45, under chess. It's going to be both fighters jockeying for position. Another split action, 6. It's going to be a foul check on Sonny Liston. Uh-oh, 19. Liston resorting to the mischief stuff here in the late part of this fight. It'll be a flagrant low blow on Sonny Liston, and he'll get 2 foul points on that one. Two foul points for Liston. He's admonished for the low blow, giving Johnson time to recuperate here. And now they will continue. Split action, 81. 81 is going to be a missed exchange. Another split action, 10. It's going to be a foul check on Liston again. This time it's a 1. No incidental contact. No foul. This will be Johnson. And 6. It's going to be a 1-point hook. Johnson, 37. That will be blocked by Liston. And we go to the final segment of round 12. And it's Johnson, 30. It's going to be a 2-point cross to finish the fight. And the bell sounds as Johnson raises his fist to the air. Liston turns to the corner. He does not look happy. We'll have to see what the judges say here. 5-2 in favor of Johnson. The last few rounds kind of slowed down. Not much action. But Johnson seems to think he did enough to win this fight. I might have to agree with him. All right. Give me a few seconds here to add these totals up. Okay, so we have a champion. It is definitely a unanimous decision, not even as close as I thought it was. Judge 1 saw it 117 to 112. Judge 2 saw it 118 to 111. And Judge 3 saw it 118 to 112 for the champion of the heavyweight tournament with Legends of Boxing and other games, including Glory Days Boxing and Title Bout 2, Jack Johnson. So Jack Johnson's going to win this tournament as he boxed his way past some skilled fighters, some sluggers. He faced them all, and he pulls it out. So he will hold the belt for now. I'm sure there will be some fighters coming up that will attempt to take his title. We'll see how that plays out. But for now, he will be the Legends of Boxing Glory Days and Title Bout 2 champion. And that's going to do it for us. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys around and figure out what I'm going to do next year and keep having fun. So thanks a lot. Have a good night.